You're doing a Q&A. A relationship Q&A. Because so many people have all these questions and they want you to answer them. First question, well, it's kind of two. How and when did we meet? And what was our first impression of each other?
First impression was this girl's crazy and I should not be wrapped up in anything she got going on.
And that's actually a serious.
I saw her eyes.
Okay, but you didn't think I was...
shoot. First time I met, she's in the back of my car and I looked into the rear view window and she was looking at me and I said, nope.
Was I actually looking at you?
Yeah, like we made like eye contact.
Through the rear view mirror?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
I remember it.
No. So we met February 2019 in Florida through mutual friends. My first impression of you...
What was your first impression of me?
I don't know. I just thought you were really cool. Like you were just...
Yeah, just cool.
One of the boys.
Just like one of the guys.
Yeah. I don't know.
Oh, him? He's one of the guys.
No, but because of his first impression of me being like, oh, like I need to kind of stay away from her... You like didn't really talk to me a lot when I first met you. Like we would make eye contact, but we like did not really conversate at all.
I looked at you and I was like, nope.
I don't know why.
She's too pretty.
Oh.
And annoying.
Who caught feelings first? Me.
Yeah.
Okay, well here's the thing. I live in Virginia, and he comes to the town that I live in. November of 2019. We had been messaging like over social media. Like, I didn't like him up to this point. Like we were just like friends.
All up in those DMs.
Yeah. So like the first time we hung out and when I started to catch feelings for him was in November. I picked him up at like 10 p.m. one night because that was the only time he was free. And we were hanging out. It wasn't like a, ooh, we're hanging out. It was just like, yo, let's hang.
I was trying to kiss her.
We sat in my car from 10 to 6 a.m. and we talked. He's doing this like little flirty thing where he kept turning my seat warmer on, and I was like, please.
That was your old car.
That's when I started to
and we watched Cody Co.
Yeah, we went to Cookout, we got milkshakes, we went to Walmart and Goond, and we bought these little squishy thingies out of the little 25-cent machines, and we watched Cody Co. What was the initial question? Who caught feelings first? Me. Has there ever been a point where you felt like you wanted to break up?
Every day.
We have to answer this on 3, okay? Favorite place to go together. 1, 2, 3.
Probation officer.
Island. Why can't you be serious?
Yeah, I was gonna say that. Anna Maria Beach.
Favorite thing about each other's personality?
My favorite thing about your personality, if I have to be serious, you always put others before yourself, including me, because I'm complicated and a lot to put up with.
Yeah. Oh,
and you have a decent sense of humor.
You think I'm funny?
No, I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
That's my favorite thing.
Oh, and you're confident, even though you don't think you are. You know what you want. You know your value.
Personality, I mean, I feel like this is more of like a characteristic. Like, you're the hardest worker I know.
I'm not working right now.
You are the hardest worker I know, and you're super passionate about the things that you love, and that literally is probably my favorite thing about
I have a dream to give every dog a cup of water in the world.
You're so passionate.
It's all I want to do.
This is a great question.
Okay.
How did you ask her out?
Right when she landed in Florida, I screamed it. The whole airport could hear.
He had this big thing of flowers and yelled at me, Hannah! Will you be my girlfriend? And then he hugged me and kissed me through my mask. First kiss story.
So I wanted to kiss her at the spot where we saw a show downtown of her town. Oh, why didn't I do that? There's a reason why I didn't.
I thought you wanted to kiss me on LU Mountain.
Oh yeah, that's what it was. I wanted to kiss her on this mountain, and the mountain was closed, and I was like, frick. What do I do? So I went to the second most special spot to me, where we went to a show, and I I took her on top of this parking garage. I wasn't saying much on the way up, and I think she knew.
I knew.
Yeah.
I did know.
Yeah, you
I was
knew.
there. I was like, wait, oh, it's happening.
Yeah, and then I whispered something secret, really funny right before I did it, and then I just did it. But the days leading up to it, I like pretended like I was gonna do it.
You did.
Like many, many times. I would just get really close, and then I would stop.
Brady, when did you realize you liked her?
That is such a tough question. It was over a long process.
Hard to like.
No, I just realized I was scared because I saw little things in her that I thought would become big issues in both of us, not just you.
I'm the problem.
No, I didn't think we were compatible because we're pretty alike in a lot of ways, and I don't get along with people who are like me, per se. And so I was really nervous it was just gonna be a mess. So we got close to dating, and then I backed out in like a really bad way.
Broke my heart.
But it was during quarantine, and I was like, whatever, like depressed and stuff, and not making good decisions, that I realized I needed to see if this could at least work. And then when I pretty much made up my mind about that, getting to know you as like a person on like a deeper level, and I had all these assumptions about you that weren't true, like that's when I realized like, you know.
Would you get a dog together?
A cat.
A cat. A cat. If you could change one thing about each other, what would it be?
Your attitude sucks.
I want to say something. Going back to what you were saying earlier, kind of the timeline of him and I talking on and off and getting to the point where we decided to date. From November of 2019 to when we started dating in September of 2020, I never lost feelings for him, which was so difficult for me, I guess, during that time because I thought he like didn't care. It just sucked. And someone asked, like, they were like, did you pray for your significant other, and like how did God, you know, do stuff through that? Okay.
Hey guys, we're back.
Basically, my computer died. I mean, what?
Your computer died.
My camera died yesterday. I'm pretty sure I was in the middle of a rant about praying and about you. But one of my big prayers after he and I didn't work out was that the Lord would take the feelings I had for him away, and it didn't happen at all.
Either she's crazy or I'm kind of good.
Who is stronger?
How many push-ups can you do?
3.
I do 4.
Okay, you're stronger. But Adam Curtis wants to know, if you could change one thing about the other person, what would it be?
That she wasn't infertile, because I want to have kids one day.
That. What was the deciding factor for you to make the push and ask Hannah out?
The deciding factor?
Cake up after that.
That's a good question, though. Well, I got to know her, and I realized all my assumptions about her were mostly wrong.
It makes me sound terrible. Like,
Yeah.
I was this awful person, but...
No, I was terrible.
Yeah.
I was judgmental. I assumed all this stuff about you. I realized she has one of the sweetest hearts ever. And she really cares about me. Even though I occasionally will kiss boys.
What's been the hardest part about your relationship?
Probably the distance.
Yeah.
I love you.
How do you make long distance work?
I have no idea. No, I think it's just good communication. I think it helps a lot that we're both secure in ourselves. And we're both busy people.
Yeah.
Like, if one person in a long distance relationship goes through a season where they're like not doing anything, and they're also not secure in who they are, it's a bad recipe. It's bad.
Yeah, I agree. I also think that, I mean, for me, for the longest time before I met Brady, even started dating Brady, I said that I wouldn't do long distance just because I was like, I could never do long distance, and like, nor would I want to. But I think with the right person, like, it's easier than you think it would be. Like, long distance sucks, don't get me wrong. It does make our time together more special.
Good acting, babe.
Do you guys have any really weird inside jokes or nicknames?
We have alter egos that we go by when we pretend like we just bought a home and want to pet cats at the shelter.
Pete.
Jenny. I just want to point out before it goes any further that I'm a tough person. Like, I'm a tough guy. Okay? That's all I needed to say.
How long were you friends before you started dating? Like a year. What's something you love about each other?
I love her voice. Ugh, I'm so gross. Yeah, she's got a crazy voice. And she sings the wildest harmonies.
What?
You sing good harmonies. I admire that.
Aww. I love your dad. My favorite thing about Brady is how well he loves people that he cares about. And I think that he's actually a very selfless human being. And that's something I really admire about him. 2 minutes or less. Give us a rundown of the first time that you and I hung out one-on-one.
I was trying to hook up with her.
No, seriously? Are you dead?
I was trying to hook up with her, and I was like, alright, let's hang out. So I flew into her town because I have friends there, and we were hanging out, and I was like, how can I hook up with her? And then we started to talk, and at that point I hadn't really connected with anybody in a long time, especially not a girl. And it just felt like she got me, and then I realized, wait, this is serious. This is something I need to be taken seriously. And all of a sudden, I had a deep attraction for her, deeper than just for this face, but like for what's inside her heart.
What was your first date like?
Took her out to this super expensive Italian place, and we ate so much. Oh, and then we went on the in Orlando, the swings that go really high.
Yeah.
And they were sketchy. We found out somebody died on them like a week before.
Yeah.
We didn't know that till after.
Have you guys ever fought? And if you guys have, what did you do to solve it? Are you gonna tell them or why?
You tell them.
We've never fought.
We've had a couple bigger disagreements. Nah, we ain't fighting.
We are, I think, over communicative, which I love. I'd rather be over than under communicative, but I think that plays a big role into why we don't necessarily argue or fight, because if there's something that's, bothering us, or just something that we want to put out there, we put it out there and we talk about it, and we don't just get mad about stuff. We kind of just try and work through certain things in certain scenarios together. So you're such a brat. So I think that's why we don't fight. Who said I love you first?
I technically said it first. How it should be. Gentlemen.
What do you mean you technically said it? By technically, you did say it first.
I said it first. I would type out ILYSM like the weeks leading up to it, and I knew what I meant.
That's my favorite food.
I know a couple of your favorite foods. I don't know which
name some of them.
Mac and cheese.
Okay.
Quesadillas.
Yeah.
Pizza.
Your favorite food is Jersey Mike's.
Right now, yeah.
Roast beef.
Roast beef. Yum yum sauce.
Oh.
Vegan. Yeah, my grandma's vegan cooking. That is like my favorite right now.
What's my favorite color?
Black.
What's my second favorite color?
Black.
No.
Green.
Yes. I think that concludes the Q&A.
That's it. Remember 3 things, guys. I'm actually tough. Second, Hannah's my favorite sister on the planet. I love you, sis.
I love you.
And third, Hannah's mom is really what I'm after.
We gotta go. Bye.
Bye. Thanks for watching.